Stop playing with that thing.
I've just got to adjust this.
Give me the sequence calculations. Now!
They're already done.
I wonder if it will be raining.
Stand by.
Herr Hitler!
Ja, was ist los? Ich habe keine Zeit, hier rumzustehen.
Ja, ich verstehe.
Did you find him?
Hitler is out of the way.
Congratulations, Professor. With Hitler removed,
Time will tell. Sooner or later. Time will tell.
Gradenko. How long did it take the gas to work?
Is it safe to speak?
Of course. Go on.
The kill time depends upon the weight of the subject. The children were terminated in less than 15 seconds, and the adults took longer, 18 to 42 seconds.
No survivors.
None, Comrade Stalin.
The total dead?
Approximately 840.
My intelligence said there were 877 people in the village. How do you account for this discrepancy?
Inaccurate intelligence?
Enough. Begin full production of the gas.
Already underway, Comrade Stalin.
Meet our newest officer. According to this profile, you should prove useful.
I would like to see that profile.
Give the lieutenant something important to do. That is all, Gradenko.
Forgive me, Comrade Stalin, but there is something else. Outside Torun, we have met with guerrilla resistance. They have blocked the roads into town here and here.
They are enemies of the people. Destroy the town and kill everyone in it. Come, my dear. I have an assignment which requires your special skills.
Let's see how you handle this. Go at once to Torun. Destroy everything and everyone. No prisoners, no survivors. That is all.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir, at once.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, at once. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative, of course.
Mission accomplished.
Congratulations on earning this assignment, Commander. I am Captain Georgy Kukov, Chief of Field Operations for this region. Beyond this river lies Germany. Tomorrow our attack begins. For today, you have guard duty. See to it that nothing happens to the base or to the command center. The Allies have been moving closer and closer to our position. Watch out for sneak attacks. If conflict erupts, you have permission to take the fight to them. See you in Berlin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mission accomplished.
The Imperialists are at our mercy. We have 14 tank divisions on this border.
And the Allies with only 3 divisions hold you off.
At the rate of our noble comrades' advance, we will occupy all of Europe within 60 days.
Perhaps, but 11 months over schedule. It is vital to our propaganda efforts that we take Berlin before Comrade Stalin's birthday.
Comrade Gradenko, did you not report all our nerve gas sites secure?
I inspected them myself.
And how did the Allied dogs eliminate our Sovrensk facility?
Impossible! My security was...
Inefficient, as we feared. That plant was our primary site. Will there be enough nerve gas left to proceed with our plan? What about Einstein? Is his propulsion system research still on schedule?
Well,
I must report. A few hours ago, Einstein was kidnapped.
I know.
We are recovering him as we speak.
Good. Good! I do not wish to kill so committed an officer as you, Gradenko.
I don't know where Einstein is, yet. But I do know who betrayed our cause. We have tracked him down in Lund, where he undoubtedly waits to rendezvous with resistance forces. He must die a traitor's death. Get to Kriegin and use your dogs to sniff out the coward before he can take refuge in a safe house.
For king and country.
Reinforcements have arrived. Mission accomplished.
Good work dealing with that spy. You please, Stalin. Make sure you never disappoint him. Now, I have a special task for you. We are amassing for our attack on Berlin. The Allies are aware of this, so we are going to, how do they say, throw them a bone? I want you to create a diversion. Occupy their troops until we can drop soldiers behind their lines. Once the troops are in, use the soldiers to cut off Allied communications. With no early warning. We can take Berlin by surprise.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
When you kill one, it is a tragedy. When you kill 10 million, it is a statistic. They call me killer, but I live only to serve the people. And the people's history will judge me. Where the Romans failed, I will succeed. Russia's borders will stretch from coast to coast, for a united Russia is our destiny. Those lands were taken away by corrupt Tsarist diplomats and criminal military officers. They were the enemies of the people. But enough of this. You have served me well. Continue to do so, and your future is as bright as the star of the Soviet Union. As a reward for your service to the people, I wish to promote you. Your first order as field captain is to proceed to Colchis Island. We need the ore there for a special project. In addition, we need to capture the Allied Communications Center. We must know what those Allied dogs are up to. Godspeed. Do what you must for the people.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Affirmative.
Second objective. Mission accomplished.
You said this would not happen. No matter how many we kill, they keep coming.
The United Nations begins to back their cause.
Condemn them to hell, incinerate them before they grow stronger. You are failing me.
The bombs are almost ready, Comrade Stalin. The final elements are being transported from Gorzov Air Base.
How?
By truck convoy. Here.
Guard them with your life. They must get through to Gorzov. If you fail, do not return.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack. Mission failed.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle report.
Mission accomplished.
So? When? Is the core safe? You must stand your ground. Stop them! The Allies attacked the Commence nuclear reactor.
I'm on my way.
No, it's too important. You go. They shut off the coolant systems. The core will soon go critical. You must get inside the reactor and get the coolant towers back online.
Warning, warning. Core temperature rising. Meltdown imminent. Time until meltdown 30 minutes.
Timer started. 30 minutes. Unit lost. Mission failed.
Very well. At once. Very well.
Affirmative.
Control center. Mission accomplished.
Control rod withdrawn. Meltdown averted. Have a nice day.
I promised you Berlin, Joseph. Did you doubt me?
If I did, I would kill you.
How better to show you my love and to give you a city for your birthday.
I could think of a few possibilities. Yeah. What?
Some things you are not cleared to see. Come, we are late for the briefing.
What is so important you interrupt a private briefing, Gradenko? Oh, you waste our time with magic shows?
This is Elba Island. Reconnaissance detected an Allied transport landing. Our agents went there, saw this, shot the videotape, and then nothing. It hadn't moved. We would have caught them. It simply disappeared.
Show me again. It's impossible. Whole units. I must know what can do this, Nadia. If it is a weapon, I must have it.
It could prove a formidable companion to our Iron Curtain project.
Iron Curtain?
You don't need to know about this, Comrade Kukov. Do we control Elba Island?
The area's resistance continues to offer the Allies support, but we have been dealing with these...
No excuses, comrade. We need that island. No, Gradenko. You stay. Send the captain to handle this.
Use our subs to keep more Allied units from landing and eliminate our enemies from the island.
Awaiting orders.
Mission accomplished.
Rusty boys. No one must hear of this. Do you recognize these names?
They are your generals. But I don't see my name.
Be thankful. I named these men as traitors. They're plotting to kill me. They think I will destroy Mother Russia.
But you?
You have always stood by me. When I regained the lands stolen by the Europeans and the Chinese, you were there. You fought nobly to make my dream come true. So now, I'm going to give this honor to you.
Death warrants?
Sign them. Reaffirm your loyalty to me by ridding Russia of her enemies.
Curious. Stalin said nothing about the truck Gradenko abandoned.
Containing elements of Iron Curtain.
Yes. We must get it back. I'm sure you'll find a suitable way to handle Comrade Gradenko.
The truck and its contents were abandoned somewhere in this region. The Allies captured the truck and brought it to this way station. They intend to move it to safe territory and study its contents carefully.
This cannot be allowed to happen. We cannot risk recapturing the truck. It is now a liability. Do not allow the truck or any Allied unit to leave the area.
Low power. Our base is under attack. Mission failed. Building. Construct. Mission accomplished.
Advancement in the Soviet army can be rapid. Continue to accumulate victories, and the future is yours. One of our convoys is moving through enemy territory. You have been assigned to defend the convoy as they move through the area. be sure that they reach their destination intact. As a reward for your esteemed service, you have been given a great honor. Our latest advancement in air warfare, the MiG attack aircraft, is at your disposal. Essentially a bomber. Use it to destroy heavy concentrations of Allied armor. With this, and your standard complement of Yak aircraft, you should have no problem in keeping the convoy safe.
Reinforcements have arrived. New constructions. Building. Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Mission accomplished.
General Kukov is late.
We have matters to discuss before he arrives.
Nadia, this tea is excellent.
Thank you. I prepared it myself. Incompetence will not be tolerated. We cannot allow you to endanger the Iron Curtain project any longer. I'm glad you agree.
Dealing with traitors is my responsibility.
Yes, and my pleasure. My spies report that the Allies are planning a major naval attack against us. You can cut them off at the refueling station. Land your MCV on a suitable island and destroy the Allies' base and refueling station. We must keep the area clear for our submarine operations. Go. Now, General Kukov, tell me about this Allied secret weapon that you found. The chronosphere?
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
Play it again.
I want it.
The Allies are calling it chronosphere technology. My sources tell me it is done with extremely high energy signals.
I want it.
Comrade, how?
I am surrounded by idiots. Do whatever it takes. Steal it. Take it from them. Nadia, tell your spies I want detailed plans. If Gradenko had not allowed Einstein to slip through our fingers, that weapon would be ours now.
Comrade, we do have a lead. An Allied base outside SETI is sending out very strong energy signals. I believe this is where the chronosphere hides. There are 3 separate control centers we've identified there.
Take control of all 3. Do not allow them to destroy that which is rightfully ours. General?
Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged.
Yes, affirmative.
Timer started. Mission accomplished.
I cannot believe they would risk keeping Einstein in such a poorly defended area.
Believe it or not, they did. And now we have him. The transmitter is undetectable and has a range of 500 miles.
What makes you think the Allies will try to rescue him? Certainly they think he died in the attack on the base.
That would have been true, had I not leaked information about Einstein's capture and scheduled execution. The Allies will come for their prize.
And we will be able to track him through his watch.
Yes, comrade. And he will lead us right to the chronosphere.
Einstein is gone, comrade.
Allied coordinates coming in now.
With the chronosphere and the Iron Curtain, soon we will stand invincible. Prepare a strike team.
Be careful. The Allied radar automatically sends a destruct code to the chronosphere if an intruder is detected. If you are detected before the radar is captured, we could lose the chronosphere.
Losing the chronosphere is not an option.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, affirmative.
Objective mission accomplished.
This was not to happen. The chromosphere was to be ours. Now all we have is a pile of debris. You, General, are to blame.
He failed to deactivate the radar centers. I believe he is aware of the punishment.
Take him out and shoot him. Get him out of my sight.
Comrade Stalin, the General is not responsible for the destruction of the chronosphere. I personally monitored his actions.
And who then would be to blame? Clearly, the General is at fault.
Yet, comrade, it was you who failed in your actions. You did not inform the General of the other Allied transmitter that was nearby.
Is this true, Kukov? Was there a fourth transmitter?
We did not notice it on the first pass, but yes.
disappoint me. Kukov. If the Chronosphere is not to be ours, then let it be buried with the remains of the Allied dogs. Where are they? Nadia, where's their base of operations located?
We have traced Einstein's signal. He has moved to the coast of England. It must be the center of the command.
General, consider this your redemption. You are to lead the attack on the Allied headquarters. Level it! Destroy forever all traces of the Alliance.
Comrade Commander...
Continue! Comrade. And you will find yourself on the floor with Kukov. Assemble a strike team! A continental Soviet Union is our destiny!
Have arrived.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. All affirmatives. Waiting orders. Yes, sir.
Mission accomplished.
Amazing, these English, how quickly they adapt. They must truly have been crying out for our victory. They have abandoned their old rulers faster than rats leading a sinking ship. We have done what no one else has dared. The Soviet Union stretches across the entire continent. We have liberated Europe at last. It's time to celebrate. Tea? Well, why not? When in Rome? Excellent. General, you have covered yourself in great honor. I will see to it personally that you are very well taken care of. Nadia, this tea is truly excellent.
Thank you. I prepared it myself.
Poison? You bitch!
You bastard pig! You will never touch me with your filthy hands again! Well, General, this temporary chaos in Europe will only help to fuel the Brotherhood's cause. For centuries we have waited to emerge from the shadows, and now we will make ourselves known. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and took up residence in the land of Nod. You have done well to serve us, and for that, you should be rewarded. We estimate that the Brotherhood will tire of the USSR in the early 1990s. Until then, you will keep the peace. Fight our battles where you must, and you'll remain our loyal and obedient servant for the foreseeable future.
The foreseeable future. Comrade Chairman, I am the future.
Commander?
The last transmission?
0900 hours. Since then, nothing.
Perhaps Einstein escaped?
Too much to hope for, General. He would have contacted us by now. This is classified.
I know.
I sent for her.
General von Essling, she is a civilian.
That's why I don't get killed.
Commander, this is Tanya Adams, a professional volunteer. She will work with you on this mission. Somewhere inside this research center, the Soviets hold Albert Einstein. We need him back, immediately. Get Tanya inside, so she can get Einstein out. Once you have located him, bring him back to your drop-off point for immediate evacuation. Be careful. The base is heavily fortified, but not invincible.
Their weakness is power. Black out the base and nothing will stop you. Good luck.
Reinforcements have arrived. Signal flare detected from the north.
Incredible. Yes.
Mission accomplished.
Soviet aggression has increased tenfold already. We don't have the manpower to fight Stalin's armies on every front.
Commander, you did a fine job rescuing Einstein for us. Now, we are counting on you again. One of the passes we use for a supply route has been blocked by the Reds. A convoy from the 434th is due through in a matter of hours. The supplies they carry are critical to our war efforts. Nikos, what we have in that area to work with?
Not much. And time is against us.
You will have to make do. Clear the pass, so the convoy can get to safety. Their lives rest in your hands. Go!
Mission timer initialized. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
情报侦查显示，你所在区域有苏联人在频繁活动，附近的桥梁是苏军推进的关键，尽快摧毁所有桥梁。探雅会来帮忙，必须不惜一切代价保证他的生命安全。
Yeah? Cha-ching! Let's rock!
Unit, mission failed.
Shake it, baby! Yeah? Cha-ching! Yes, sir!
Mission accomplished.
Commander, I wish I could say I had good news, but not all of our battles fared as well as yours. The Greek front is collapsing, and Germany is all but taken. However, not all is lost. Your efforts have hampered Soviet progress in this area. The bridges you destroyed have caused the Soviets to redirect their forces through a certain mountain pass that I believe you are familiar with. They are gambling that you will not be able to stop them a second time. Prove them wrong. Stavros.
Expect a heavy concentration of Soviet armor. The base you established is still standing. Get it up to speed as quickly as possible. We're counting on you to keep the Reds from breaking through.
Reinforcements have arrived. New construction options.
Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
Government leaders have abandoned the capital and are now hiding in exile. Information out of occupied Athens has been sporadic, but Soviet forces are indeed in control of the capital as well as much of the outlying territories in Greece. In the city, fighting among Allied and Soviet troops continues, but the Allied death toll is rising rapidly. Now it remains to be seen if Allied forces will be able to weather this onslaught intact. Reacting to this latest assault, Allied diplomats led the United Nations in a 281-7 vote that, in approving a unique military funding initiative aimed at increasing global Allied support. This proposal calls for the formation of a global defense agency to be temporarily established in an as yet unnamed European capital. Indeed, in control of the capital as well as much of the outlying...
Sounds bad, does it not? Well, it is. But Stalin has just written his obituary. At last, this will help us galvanize the rest of the world against him. Yes, we have lost Greece. But we are not out just yet. Stalin may think so. But if we can continue to counsel the talents of commanders like yourself, we will come through this war on top. My old friend... One of Tanya's men. She found something. But Russian security agents have captured her. They will almost certainly take her back to Moscow. We must get her back. She has vital information on the Iron Curtain project. That information could help tip the scales in our favor. Let him clear his head. In this state, he is of no use to us. The Soviets currently hold Tanya near Grodno. The prison is well guarded, but a supply truck from a nearby Soviet base runs through the facility several times a day. If your spies can infiltrate the war factory, they may be able to hitch a ride into the prison compound. Once you have found Tanya, get her out of there any way you can.
Ooh. Oh. Such a pretty face. Where is Professor Einstein? I was hoping you'd say that.
I'm afraid the effects are quite permanent.
Reinforcements have arrived.
On my way for king and country. Indeed.
Unit, mission failed.
Indeed.
Building infiltrated. Building infiltrated.
That's all you got? Kiss it bye-bye. What's up?
Mission loaded.
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Mission accomplished.
So very pretty, but oh so stubborn.
Excellent work, Commander. The information Tanya recovered has proved invaluable. Would you not agree, Stavros?
Yes. Our analysis is almost No, sit. I'm late. I apologize. My watch is not working.
Professor Einstein, this is an honor. General Nikos Stavros.
Yes.
Professor, let me introduce the commander who rescued you. Commander, this is Professor Albert Einstein.
Yes. Very exciting.
These are reconnaissance photos taken near the Aegean Sea. Professor, perhaps you can help us identify the specifics?
From what I've had a chance to read, this is Stalin's main research laboratory. They are working on a new kind of defensive system. Oh, yeah, this is it. The Iron Curtain. It's based on the theory of resonating molecules at certain
Well, yes,
frequencies.
Professor, but what does the Iron Curtain do?
Do? Well, by the theorem, it appears to make things invulnerable. Any vehicle or structure covered with this effect, by theory, will be impervious to harm. It's incredible. I know Tesla was experimenting with this kind
Thank
of...
you, Professor. That is all we need to know. Soviet research on this device cannot be allowed to continue. What else do we know about this research facility, Stavros? Nikos, put your personal losses aside for a moment, will you?
Yes, of course. Besides R&D functions, this base also serves as a waypoint for Soviet submarine actions, so it is heavily populated. As far as we can tell, the only prototype they have of this Iron Curtain is located here. We do not know if it is operational yet.
Commander, your task is simple. Get into that base, infiltrate their laboratories, and destroy all information and prototypes of this Iron Curtain.
Reinforcements have arrived. Mission accomplished.
据拦截到的苏联通讯显示，他们的铁幕研究遭到了间谍的破坏，干得好，指挥官！我们之中通讯来到苏联位于伯恩霍尔姆的一个秘密基地，调查它与铁幕研究可能存在的关联，占领雷达站，并摧毁那里的潜艇生产线。
Reporting.
Engineering affirmative.
First objective
Engineering
met.
affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Second mission accomplished.
Incredible! We made it disappear and reappear, but with very little control. We lost some men.
But do you have the control problem solved?
That is the heart of the Chronosphere project.
This is where you come in. I wanted you to see this, so you understand the importance of your next mission. The Chronosphere is being tested here, at a research center outside Leich. The Soviets recently learned of its location and have begun bombing it regularly. You must protect this research site.
And the scientists working inside?
Get to the base immediately and fortify it. We would evacuate the base, but months of preparation would be wasted. The buildings and their contents must remain operational until the experiment is complete.
Timer started. Mission accomplished.
Commander, I believe we may well be at the turning point of this war. With Stalin's Iron Curtain offline, and the success of the Chronosphere, victory is finally within our grasp. However, there is still much to be done. One of our spies has confirmed our worst fears. The Russians have developed a weapon greater than anything previously known, an atomic bomb. Stalin plans to unleash these bombs on several European cities. If he succeeds, all we have worked for, as a race, as allies, will be for naught. This is Major Vladimir Kosygin, one of Stalin's key atomic strategists. Intelligence indicates that he has vital information on Stalin's plans for this new weapon. Kosygin is appalled by Stalin's methods and is ready to defect. Apparently, Stalin plans to use his own troops as sacrificial lambs to draw our forces into a trap. Once V takes the bait, he drops a bomb. You will find Kosygin here, in the Riha compound. Direct the spy past that compound's defenses and to the command center. Once you reach Kosygin, get your APCs in and Kosygin out.
Reinforcements have arrived. Building. On hold. Cancel.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
Building infiltrated.
Yes.
Building
Move out.
infiltrated.
Commander, move out.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Silos
Acknowledged.
needed.
Affirmative.
Reinforcements
Commander,
have
move out.
arrived.
Of course.
Kosygin rescued.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
Mission accomplished.
How many atomic bombs does Stalin possess?
At least 4 2-kiloton warheads are in production. But there is much even I do not know. Much we are not told.
Stalin's speech is coming on.
That woman, Stalin's paramour, correct?
Can think of better word to describe her. Yet, Bоже мой. On Pomazhny, he is mad! How can he do this?
Explain, Kosygin, what are you talking about?
Stalin! He announced he is telling everyone he's threatening to destroy the world. His missiles are ready, he's preparing to launch.
Is this possible?
A week ago, no. But now, who knows? This does not sound like a bluff. Even now, a great purge tears through the Kremlin. Your allied force becomes too powerful. In his fury, Stalin kills his own people. More death, more dishonor.
The Russians are manufacturing missiles at this site?
This factory's main site. We call it Temные Vasodniki, the Dark Horsemen. Commander, you must destroy it. Everything! Scorched earth!
Establish a base first, then move in on the command center. Get a spy inside, and neutralize launch capabilities. Once the missiles are neutralized, destroy the facility. Everything. Scorched earth.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
Affirmative.
Yes,
sir.
indeed. For king and country.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Control center. Mission accomplished.
That was too close. However, I prefer close to the alternative. If that bomb had gone off, well, let us just say, those of us left would all be learning how to speak Russian about now. Luckily, that is not the case. You and your team have foiled Stalin at every turn. And this was the coup de grace. The information obtained by your soldiers indicates those missiles was the only one Stalin had ready to launch. Was the atomic threat lifted? The time is right to launch our strike on the USSR. Your job is to clear the St. Petersburg area so that our ships can offer naval support to ground forces moving towards Moscow. Start by destroying the Soviet command center here. Once they are cut off from communications with Moscow, clear the naval passage so our ships can move up the river.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Silos near. Mission accomplished.
Accursed weather. Welcome to the USSR, Commander. All Allied divisions are at the ready for our final push on Moscow. But we have received some bad news. The Soviets have the Iron Curtain back online and plan to use it to foil our assault. If that was not enough, our spies hint that a more powerful version of this weapon is in the works. I need you to infiltrate the Red Tech centers so we can gather information on this new weapon. Dismissed.
Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Low power.
Acknowledged.
Third objective. Mission accomplished.
恭喜你！在占领科技中心时，我们发现一座地下武器设施，去给所有发电站放置炸药，造成的爆炸应该能摧毁整座设施。在使用神经毒气前离开那里。
Mission timer initialized.
Engineering. Affirmative.
20 minutes remaining.
Affirmative.
Explosive. Mission accomplished.
I assume everyone can handle the orders they have been given? Any questions? Good. Give him hell, boys. Dismissed! Commander, your efforts in this war have earned you a great honor. You, Stavros, and myself will personally lead the direct assault on Moscow. With all the other fronts covered, it is up to us to destroy Stalin's fortifications and remove the Soviet seat of power. You have also earned the right to be the first to test the newest addition to our arsenal, the Chronosphere. With this to help you, even Stalin's new Iron Curtain will not be able to stop us.
Einstein wanted me to warn you that the Chronosphere could produce unknown side effects. Be careful when using it. Even we do not understand its full power.
Yes, use it cautiously. Get going, and give Stalin hell. We will see you in Moscow!
Reinforcements have arrived. Signal flare detected from the north. Yeah. Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir! Cha-ching! Chew on this!
Reinforcements have arrived. Silos needed. Mission accomplished.
Over here! I found someone! Jeez Louise! It's Stalin!
Figures that bastard would survive.
Well, orders are orders. Come on. Help me get him out of here.
Private, what do you think you're doing?
Sir, it's Stalin. He's still alive.
Private, I don't see anyone there.
Right here, sir.
I don't believe you heard me, Private. I don't see anyone here. Do you?
No, sir. I don't see anyone. Must have been the wind I heard.
That's what I thought. Now move out.
Sarin nerve gas. The Soviets love it. It's colorless, odorless, but it sure as hell ain't painless. They probably took out this whole town using a bottle half the size of my... Now, the Soviets have a convoy carrying enough sarin to gas all of Europe. I want you to find that convoy, blow the hell out of it. I want you to find their underground production facilities, blow the hell out of it. Think you can remember that? Oh, and evacuate any civvies who get in the way. Remember, we're the good guys. Oh, by the way, I'm General Carville. Welcome to Greece.
一支运输沙林咸精毒气的苏联车队正停在一个河畔前哨站进行补给，这是摧毁那些沙林毒气和消除本地区苏联威胁的绝佳机会。利用你的部队摧毁车队、卡车和基地，不能让任何一辆卡车逃脱。苏联人把他们的车队情报藏在了雷达站里，如果能让间谍潜入那座设施，也许能帮助我们找到车队的逃生路线。
Reinforcements have arrived. Reinforcements have arrived. Mission accomplished.
我们追踪车队的路线，找到了这座地下设施。我们怀疑这里是通往苏联一座主要沙林加工厂的隐藏通道。带领部队穿过隧道，并消灭找到的一切敌人。小心点，苏联人正在这座设施里进行各种研究，鬼知道他们会向你们扔出什么东西来。利用间谍进行侦查和潜入工厂，在那里窃取载具。只有等你的部队抵达设施最远端的出口，任务才算结束。
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mission accomplished.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Mission failed.
Affirmative. Engineering.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Mission accomplished.
苏联部队正前往雅典的农村，对平民百姓造成威胁。至少从4个城镇中各撤离1名平民到地图东北面的岛屿上。平民会躲藏在城镇的教堂里，只有你进入城镇，他们才会出来。杀进去，把他们带出城镇，再送到岛上去。解救平民是你在这里的首要目标。你可以自行选择是否需要消除苏联部队的威胁。
Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
Funeral rules, Lieutenant. Only the good news.
All civilians have been evacuated. Repeat. Sarin gas threat has been neutralized, General.
All right. Not too shabby. Give the man some stripes.
Yes, sir. Field promotion to sergeant effective immediately.
The commies are at it again, developing atomic capabilities. General Stavros has a Siberian informant who knows where the Soviet atomic processing facilities are hidden. Stavros insists on going to meet him, personally. Stubborn old mule thinks he's a damn field agent. Yeah. Damn. The Soviets must have gotten wind of the Stavros meeting. Intel received word of a large Soviet force moving to intercept. I told Stavros he'd get himself killed playing these spy games. Help him out any way you can. Once the old mule's back, use the information he's got and find and destroy the Red's atomic operations. Nukes, bases, convoys, everything. Kick those commies out of Siberia. For me.
苏联在西伯利亚的活动正在增加，大量原子材料正被运往这片区域，我们必须阻止他们，摧毁所有苏联车队卡车， 阻止苏联进行原子实验。小心卡车上的货物，原子材料非常不稳定，必须摧毁7个车队的所有卡车，任务才算完成。
20 minutes remaining.
Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative. Go at once. Agreed. Waiting order.
Unit lost. Mission accomplished.
我们追踪车队来到了一个苏联原子处理站，我们需要摧毁这座设施，并摧毁所有核物料，建立基地，然后摧毁苏联加工中心。另外，不能让任何苏联运输卡车离开这片区域。我们不能让针对莫斯科的行动受到核打击的威胁。
Reinforcements have arrived.
Awaiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
最后一支苏联西伯利亚部队已经前往冰雪荒原，并在那里建立了基地，摧毁他们的防御工事。这样，我们的盟军部队在前往莫斯科的路途中就不会再有麻烦了。必须摧毁所有苏联部队和建筑，任务才算完成。
Yes, sir.
Cannot deploy.
Waiting order. Vehicle reporting.
Reconstruction options. Mission accomplished.
由于战斗正快速逼近雅典，斯塔夫罗斯坚持要回家乡希腊检查战损情况。你必须护送斯塔夫罗斯穿过城镇，抵达附近的友军前哨站。到达那里之后，再将斯塔夫罗斯撤离至安全地带。如果发生任何意外状况，用尽一切办法也要将斯塔夫罗斯安全地带回来，必须保住他的性命。
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes. Mission accomplished.
Stavros, you old dog. Have you got any idea what a pain in the ass you are? Well, that's not what I hear. The commander here tells me that he had to assign 3 privates to clean your diapers. General Stavros wishes to offer you his deepest appreciation and congratulations on your brilliant career. Take a good long look, Major, because you'll be attacking that harbor at dawn. The Soviets are baby steps away from developing sea-to-ground missiles. Once those missile subs are underway, we risk losing naval superiority. I can't tell you how PO'd that'll make a lot of people around here. Your job, Major, is to take out those Soviet sub-pens, research centers, anything that'll keep those missiles from getting off the ground. Baby steps, Major. Think baby steps.
斯塔夫罗斯将军派你去攻击一个苏联已经占领并严密防守的战略港口，你必须尽快行动，因为只要苏联人发现你在那里，一切就晚了。附近的城镇似乎更倾向于支持苏联一方，因此你可能需要密切留意他们的动向。如果有人企图向苏联人通报你的存在，允许你直接将告密者当场击杀。
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir.
Reconstruction option.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Silos needed. Mission accomplished.
情况危急，苏联已经占领了北面的一个小型研究基地。在冲突期间，一座超时空转移发生器遭到严重破坏，我们担心它可能会爆炸。在基地里，一群被敌人占领时占领的科学家必须在发生器爆炸前将他们解救出来，回到那个基地去把他们救出来。小心，进出基地的通道只有一座桥梁，必须将其保护好，以便完成撤离。
Reinforcements have arrived. Timer started.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. No.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Howdy.
Mission accomplished.
苏联发现了我们企图妨碍他们的新武器开发，谭雅现在身陷险境，但是他的任务仍旧必须完成，必须摧毁所有苏联研究中心。有可能的情况，我们会尽力提供增援，可以考虑在当地的民兵中获得一些帮助。完成任务，把谭雅完好无缺的带回来。
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yeah? At once. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Agreed.
Mission accomplished.
苏联已经开始建造一种能发射海对地导弹的新型潜艇，你应该很清楚这种武器的破坏力。带领一个小分队潜入他们的发电网络，一旦电力中断，我们会派出更多增援部队，准备好之后向北面进发，摧毁他们的潜艇船坞，阻止苏联人继续建造这些潜艇。如果已经有生产完成的潜艇，绝不能让他们逃离。
Reinforcements have arrived. Mission timer initialized.
Affirmative.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
Commander, I believe I've got something that belongs to you. Yours for the dramatic rescue of civilians at our captured research installation. I'd read the inscription, but if your head gets any bigger, I'll have to buy you a new helmet. Hell, you just won the Medal of Honor, son. Let me buy you a Shirley Temple at the Officers Club. We got a hostage situation, all right. We've got a hostage situation that involves every major Allied research scientist. But suppose we free these hostages. Then it's even worse. We've got hot spots everywhere, Colonel. This is Poland. I've got super tanks on my tail, mad tanks. I've got nukes pointed at London. And in the middle of all this, I've got a Soviet research scientist that I've got to evac. And then there's the little matter of running the Soviet army out of Poland. I hope you took care of business before you got in the car, Colonel. Because, son, you're in for one hell of a ride.
一种新型苏联超级坦克的创造者迪米特里博士，他想要叛逃。我们本想在苏联测试他们的新武器的时候将他解救出来，但事情出现了纰漏，超级坦克失控了，迪米特里也失踪了。我们认为他很有可能藏在南方的偏远村庄里，找到我们的前哨站，并将其修复，然后找到并解救迪米特里。至于那些坦克，我们可以对它进行程序改写，派一名间谍进入东北面的苏联雷达站，让那些坦克去对付他们自己的创造者吧。
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yeah, okay.
Objective. Mission accomplished.
苏联正计划对伦敦进行一次原子弹打击，他们的导弹发射舱在一个岛屿上，那里只有一处守卫森严的入口。我们可以尝试空降，但附近岛屿上的萨姆发射台让我们无法进行。我们唯一的选择只剩下超时空坦克，利用超时空坦克的技能将坦克传送过去，摧毁控制萨姆发射台的雷达站。任务完成之后，谭雅就会来削弱那座大型岛屿上的防御工事，摧毁他们的电力供应之后，我们会派一辆移动基地车来帮助你摧毁导弹发射基地。
Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir? Affirmative. Yes, sir? Affirmative. Yes, sir? Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
根据我们提供的错误信息，苏联派出了一个师团进入我们的领地来处理一个他们所认为的重武器设施。事实上，那个设施是假的，但我们希望他们相信它是真的。守护好我们的假基地，直到增援部队抵达来支援你为止。增援部队到达后，摧毁敌人的雷达站，来阻止敌人进一步增援，然后迅速解决掉他们。
Mission timer initialized. Mission accomplished.
一支苏联部队占据了一个小镇，并威胁称，如果不满足他们的要求，就每5分钟杀一名人质。我们不与恐怖分子谈判，把这句话向他们解释清楚，找到人质，尽可能多的将他们解救出来，然后将他们安全的带到附近的废弃教堂里。完成任务后，返回降落地点，发出增援信号，将所有苏联部队消灭。
Timer started.
I'm there. I'm there. Ting! Let's rock. I'm there. Yes, sir. I'm there.
Mission accomplished.
苏联开发出一种能对一片区域发射冲击波，对周边的一切造成伤害的新型坦克。我们必须阻止这项武器的开发。指挥你的间谍进入3座苏联情报中心，从而找到该坦克的遥控站的位置，发现之后立即将其摧毁，这样能阻止他们继续生产这种坦克，以便你进一步摧毁研究设施。苏联的坦克还受到铁幕发生器的保护，记得也要将其摧毁。
Yes, sir. For king and country.
Building infiltrated. Building infiltrated.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
Commander, I didn't expect you for a couple of days. I was just talking about you to the Whigs upstairs. I guess saving London from getting nuked was kind of an attention grabber. The Prime Minister just sent over a big basket of, I don't know, crumpets, kind of a consolation prize. You know, we get Poland, they get crumpets. Well, I know you have other missions that you've got to take care of. Don't let me slow you down. Keep up the good work, son. Commander, or I should say General, are you still on duty? Go home. Have a beer. You're a hero. Hell, we're all heroes.
Добрый день, Sergeant. Меня зовут Topolov. General Topolov. Рад видеть, комрад. Your mission in the Ukraine is simple. Allied forces seek to challenge Soviet air supremacy. Right in our faces, they build MiG prototypes of their own. They test their new air fuel bomb. They test their chronosphere. The Govnyuks grow bold. There's got to be a settling of the score. Destroy the prototypes, but take the chronosphere. Purge the Ukraine of the Allied presence and the bastard behind the threat. Assassinate General Stavros, the Greek commander. До свидания. That is all.
长期扎根在我们身侧的毒瘤希腊指挥官斯塔夫洛斯终于被逼得走投无路了。他逃入一个配备了超时空转移技术的地下堡垒中避难。你必须向他证明，任何盟军的诡计都阻止不了苏联的怒火。找到他，把他干掉，回报任务结果。我们不想听到被他逃脱的消息，只想知道他是怎么死的。我们会给你提供一些工程师，只要有机会，他们就能利用好敌人的超时空转移技术，千万不要浪费人手。
Commander?
Yes, sir. Very well.
Mission accomplished.
我们接收到一段侦察小队发送至一个疑似盟军测试基地的错乱电文，所有测区域被现超时空测试出，提了武器受影响，空中单位无法证，区域不定超，发生器一定是受到，请你去确认这一情报。如果真的是超时空转移发生器，那就是夺取它的大好机会，只许成功，不许失败。
Yes, sir.
Cannot deploy here.
Ready at once.
Yes, affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
盟军正在这片区域测试一种新的气体燃料炸弹，去终止他们的测试吧，消灭此区域内的所有盟军。记得一定要小心他们的测试。测试的目标坐标保存在西面基地的中继站里。如果你占领了中继站，测试地点就会显示出来。你也可以直接摧毁东北面基地中的科技中心来终止他们的测试。不要让我们失望。
Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
命令盟军偷走了我们米格战斗机的重要射击数据。我们了解到，盟军正在自行研制出一种携带核武器的米格战斗机。我们在这片区域建立了基地。现在你要做的是摧毁他们的原型飞机和守护这架飞机的基地。我们将派遣一批新的磁暴坦克来协助你完成任务，他们是不可替代的，所以不要浪费。
Yes, sir.
Mission accomplished.
Žal Rossio. Za женщин. Za ruskich женщин. Excellent work in the Ukraine, Commander. You are ambitious. Ambition can be very useful. Might find your way into a cramped corner office in a drafty old building in what used to be the better part of Moscow. I like you. I like you very much. And I am Russian. I do not like anybody. But I drink to you, comrade. Comrade, здравствуйте. I must speak quickly. These things I am telling you, I am not. Somewhere in our office, in my office, there is a leak. Critical intelligence is reaching the Allied forces in Austria. Now, our key European command center has been infiltrated. Our hidden cargo routes are threatened. Our tactical subpens are attacked, and the Allied Govniaks are even producing our classified new armor plating using a formula stolen from my office. Destroy what they've stolen, and get the Allied idiots out of my face. This is bad for me. Very bad. До свидания.
Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
我们的一个关键欧洲指挥中心遭到了破坏，破坏者在关键建筑中安放了炸弹，而且他们随时可能引爆。一旦炸药被引爆，我们的基地将完全暴露在此区域的盟军部队的攻击之下，我们的指挥中心也将失守。你不能让这种情况发生，找到破坏者，将他消灭，完成之后消除附近的盟军威胁，同时确保我们的指挥中心完好无损。
I've got a present for you.
Building.
Awaiting
Unit
orders. Yes,
ready.
sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Mission accomplished.
盟军从我们这里偷走了一种新型装甲镀层，有了它，他们就能让建筑进入一种几乎无敌的状态。必须摧毁他们的加工厂。鉴于这个任务的重要性，我们将允许你使用士兵乌尔科夫，利用他和他的机械军犬来破坏盟军的控制中心，从而让我们的单位能从核心设施的东北面通道进入。只要让乌尔科夫摧毁控制中心，以及让我们的部队摧毁掉核心设施，任务就完成了。
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
这辆补给车中装载的某种关键货物必须运送到这座山顶上的车站里。虽然盟军小队已经封锁了道路，但你不能让他们阻挡了你的前进。货物必须传送目的地。此外，夜幕的降临使气温来到了零下，盟军已经做好了准备，但我们的部队并没有。在极端条件下，你的部队只有有限的作战时间，步兵也许能坚持20分钟，而载具则可能坚持最多1小时。你的时间不多了，快行动吧！
Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
Salute, Commander. Congratulations on your success in Austria. You must forgive me if my interest in your success is a bit personal. You have cleared my name. You are my friend, and I will drink to your honor. It seems I already have. До свидания, товарищ. Добрый день, Major. Rad videt. Our French intelligence confirms the Allied forces are developing two vehicle weapons. The phase transport and the chrono tank. It is not in the Soviet interest that either of these weapons becomes operational. Do what you must. Steal the prototypes. Use the prototypes against the Allies. And keep them from using that chrono tank. Iditai, go on.
Yes, sir.
New construction options. Building.
Reporting at once.
Mission accomplished.
我们的间谍回报说，盟军部队正在开发一项新技术，斯大林想要得到它，让沃尔科夫去偷走这辆原型载具，并确保敌人没法再把它造出来。在偷走载具的蓝图后，摧毁生产设施，把斯大林的新玩具给他送去。不要让我们失望。
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yes, sir, at once. Yes, sir, affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, affirmative. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Mission accomplished.
斯大林希望实地测试一种新近获得的用于对抗盟军军权的载具，这种载具能折射机体周围的光线，激发出可见光，带领这辆载具潜入盟军基地。在这项测试中，你需要摧毁他们的雷达站和科技中心，彻底瘫痪他们的通讯。完成任务后，我们会派遣增援部队来夷平这座基地。如果不能把那辆载具完整无缺的带回来，你就干脆别回来了。
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
盟军正在附近的一个设施中开发一种全新的超时空武器，虽然看起来要消灭他们很简单，但他们部署了强大的防守部队。我们先前的所有突袭都失败了，是时候采取新的手段了。占领超时空转移发生器，利用它传送一辆移动基地车到大型岛屿上，随后占领研究设施，然后摧毁基地。利用补给卡车通过城镇上方的瀑布给水源下毒。基地被摧毁后，要夺取超时空转移发生器就容易多了。
Reinforcements have arrived.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Mission accomplished.
You have been busy, comrade. I am to present you with this Soviet star in recognition of your efforts in keeping the Allied dogs from completing development of their new toys. You have done well, my friend. Yet, too well. Soon you will have this drafty corner office, and I will have to start worrying about my own job. Rebellions, revolution, betrayals. Our people, Colonel, are becoming more of a problem than our enemies. Now, there's a mission for you. Make our people love us or die. These papers will instruct you to crush one of our own towns into submission. Put down a faction of our own military that threatens us with biological warfare. To assassinate the spies in our midst. To annihilate an entire province. Men, women, and children who contest our Soviet might. They say, don't tell us what to do. So, we must kill them. This time, comrade, we drink.
格鲁叶夫省内的平民正在反对苏联参与西欧事务，让他们闭嘴。派遣一支部队进入该地区，消灭所有政见不同者。我们收到的报告称，平民可能持有武器，但如果想与苏联帝国作对，他们所能集结到的武力都是微不足道的。拿他们做个榜样吧，干掉所有人，无论男人、女人还是小孩。
Mission accomplished.
我们在国外的合作伙伴、著名军火交易商莫洛托夫兄弟涉嫌与盟军进行交易。虽然这样的传闻有些荒谬，但因为莫洛托夫兄弟有机会接触到敏感信息，我们必须了解真相。利用你的间谍潜入居住区，观察这两人的活动。如果他们真的与盟军搞到了一起，就返回空降地点，召唤增援部队，像处理其他叛徒一样处理他们，杀了他们。
Reinforcements have arrived. Building infiltrated.
Yes, sir.
Reinforcements have arrived. Mission accomplished.
我们一支激进部队偷走了一件生化武器，并威胁要对盟军的基地使用。由于该武器非常不稳定，它在开火后很有可能对敌我双方造成毁灭性后果。你必须摧毁该设施，但首先得解决掉那件武器，摧毁岛上的防御工事，然后利用乌尔科夫来协助我们的科学家进入生物研究中心。如果这两者在武器被摧毁之前死亡，任务就会失败。在科学家完成任务后，摧毁基地。
Mission timer initialized.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Report affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. At once. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
盟军占领了沃尔科夫，试图了解他修建建筑的奥秘。我们不能让这样的事情继续下去。摧毁该区域中的4座雷达站，我们就能重新激活追踪装置，找到沃尔科夫。找到他之后，派一名科学家进入建筑，把他解救出来，带他到我们的运兵车上，然后我们会将他空运出这片区域，确认安全之后，消灭本区域内的所有盟军部队。动作要快，如果盟军发现了沃尔科夫的控制密码，我们就只能把他也一起干掉了。
Mission timer initialized.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Mission accomplished.
Congratulations, comrade. That was a difficult campaign. I do not envy you. Yet I think all of Spain was beaten into submission. What you left of it. I know your most difficult missions still lie ahead. I will not keep you from your work. Let us say, the next time we meet, we'll be with vodka in our hands and large women on our arms. До свидания, Kerry. Be well. And here we are, comrade. You have done your job so well, I am out of mine. As I predicted, no war to fight. Yet, do not worry. I have a dasher to tend, cabbages to grow. And as we both know, I have lost my heart in this. But this I will leave for you in your new office. General.
Ants? Is this some kind of a joke? You got ants in your pants, call an exterminator. I'm on vacation. What? How big? Casualties? What do you mean the southern perimeter's been compromised? Listen up, soldier. If we lose England, it's not going to be to a bunch of pinko ants. I don't care how big. Look, I don't care how you do it, son. I'd piss on a spark plug if I thought it'd do any good. You just tell your men to get out there and kick some ass. Ants.
我们与一个前哨站失去了联系，在通讯中断前，我们收到了一份关于巨型蚂蚁的简报。我们不确定这份报道的真实性，因此需要你去进行调查，侦查该区域，回复前哨站的通讯，然后上报你的发现。如果有威胁，会有增援部队来帮你。一定要让基地运作起来，并保持无线电畅通。我们可不想再次失掉这个前哨站。
Yes, sir. At once.
New construction options. Timer started. 30 minutes remaining.
Waiting orders.
Mission accomplished.
谁敢相信呢？竟然是巨型蚂蚁！现在你的移动基地已经抵达，我们必须疏散本地区的平民。如果要对抗这些蚂蚁，他们毫无胜算。你所在的区域有2个村庄，找到他们，然后将所有平民撤离到西北面的岛上。你还需要摧毁本区域的所有桥梁，防止蚁群将你们淹没。你必须摧毁桥梁，并从每个村庄至少撤离1名平民，才算完成任务。
New construction options.
Yeah? Yeah, okay.
Training. Unit ready.
Yeah,
Training.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle
Acknowledged.
reporting. Yeah? Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
Ready and waiting.
At once.
Mission accomplished.
我们已经找到了蚂蚁活动的精确源头，我们怀疑他们的巢穴就在这片区域，你必须将其立即摧毁。一队平民专家正前往你所在的位置，利用他们向这里的所有蚂蚁巢穴喷洒毒气，另外消灭掉你遇到的一切蚂蚁。小心，这些家伙能咬碎一切。祝你好运。
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Yeah, okay.
Awaiting
Very
orders.
well. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Mission accomplished.
我们在基地废墟的下方发现了几条隧道，现在我们切断了他们的逃生路线，那些蚂蚁已经无处可逃。实施一次清扫，清理所有隧道，找到出现这些祸害的原因，摧毁非人类的一切。隧道照明的电力已经中断，所以那里的能见度有限。找到发电机的控制器，你就能重新打开灯光。
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.